It is Monday morning. It's episode 18. Oh God, we're so far off 100. It's cold, bit of frost. Ben's with us, not Dan, Adam. We emptied all the stuff out, if you can remember from last week. So we're just here Monday morning, nice and early, about 8 o'clock. Pull the stuff back in, and then we're gonna have a first day on site. Ben's ever first day on site, building site, messy. He's gonna meet Morgan, he's gonna meet Dan, he's gonna meet other Adam, he's gonna meet, if he meets the plasterer, he knows what to do. I've already prepped him for that conversation. We'll be filming a proper video today for his first day on site without being too intrusive, but Adam's going to be telling him what to do. It ain't going to be me. I'm going to say telling him, advising him, showing him the ropes, that sort of thing. But I'm going to stay out of it. I'll oversee the other stuff, but I'm going to get on with my stuff. But he's going to be Adam's apprentice for the day. And Adam's going to advise him. He's got his work clothes on. Adam's bought some knee pads. He's got work trousers, boots. So, should be an interesting one. I will run the camera around for the weekly stuff for a little bit, but sort of let you guys know that there will be another video on it fully for Adam's apprentice. It's Tuesday morning, guys, and I am super sorry. Adam's even sorry anyway. Just say sorry to everyone.
What for?
Just say it.
Sorry.
For not getting much footage yesterday for the weekly video. We did the whole video. What are you laughing at?
We were busy at work and Nick was floating around.
I was staying out of the way. If you only watch the video, you'll understand. We couldn't even get much footage with Ben because we had 17 different trades here. There's one there, there's a painter hiding in there somewhere. But because we like to show the stuff off we get through YouTube and a bit of an insight for you guys, we've got a Starrett sponsorship coming up soon. Because I'm so good to Adam, every time, God, don't you lot wish I employed you? That was a mouthful. Every time I get sent something, I always say, if you're sending me it, that's lovely. But you got to send him one too. So what we got, Ad? A little sneak peek.
That one we already looked in. Let's get rid of these ones we already looked in so you can see.
So we've got two sets of the general purpose 11-piece whole course, 11-piece whole saw kit, which is them ones. Nice.
They're the ones where it's got the bit taken out so you can
pop it in and out. It's for like floorboards and wood. We won't be doing them with downlights because I learned from using that like Pro Core kit, whatever it was called, the other week. Yeah. The blade that sits out on top, depending on what plasterboard and plasterwork is, it actually tears the first bit. So it's not designed, and then obviously this is designed for cutting downlights out. So it's 11-piece kit as well. And they sent us a little 3-piece set as well, which is the stuff you've seen. Do you want to do the honors with that, mate? I'll hold it. Go on, little unboxing. Oh. Nice little case as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Beautiful. 20, 25 and 32, which we already have. I've been buying these for quite a while now anyway.
They're the most commonly used, like
the ones that we use.
Upgrades or stuff in commands.
So they got the beveled edge on it to stop it pushing all the way through. They'll have springs on the inside to push the innards out. But yeah, so I've got to do some videos on them at some point. YouTube shorts, which I know you guys love, so no problem, you're welcome. Yeah, so Adam's got all that, so eventually when he leaves me and does his own stuff, you've got more tools than most other people. Did you just crash into something?
He crashed into a big cobblestone.
Oh, he's hit a cobblestone, oh dear, oh dear. Has it moved? Oh, he's caught the edge of it.
Yeah.
Oh, and the plaster as well turned up this morning. He doesn't like me. Oh, I think someone's shown him the video I did. He crashed into the new wall that was built this morning. He just reversed down the side of it. We were just sat there laughing at him. Ha!
And then his apprentice got out and dropped his coffee in the puddle, didn't he?
Yeah, big puddle. You know when you open a door, normally it's like a water bottle or a coffee pot or whatever, some crisp fell out. Needles everywhere, didn't they? Just poured out of the van. So I don't know what they've been doing. We have gone and bought some more of the rope lighting. I will show you because I've still got the box. This is the stuff I've got at the unit that we had at the sandbatch job. It's the reason we didn't get loads of footage. Go on, mate. You okay? You having a mooch?
No.
What's up?
Got no electric.
Is it gone again?
Yeah, completely gone.
Oh, Adam, go and sort that, mate, please. I could have gone to the unit and get some, but this is the rope lighting. It was so dark yesterday, I physically couldn't much footage. We had the uni lights everywhere, but they're so powerful, the uni lights are in certain areas when we're up in the loft and everything. It messes with the GoPro. So I went 66 quid from Wix this morning, Defender power and light. Job's a good one, extension lead on, and we've just tied them out and they've gone all the way upstairs. So I've got 2 sets of these now, which I know for a fact the painters who are here, once we finish here today, because we will be finished, I'm just going to lend them to them next door. We've got to take the fuse board, temporary board that we've done. It's been stripped off the cottage and we're taking it across over to the main building as well. So I'll film that. And we need to get an outside cab as well for the fuse board over there for the main fuse and the meter, because it's missing the lid and it's lashing it down and it's not safe. It's not safe, guys. I wouldn't recommend licking it, let's put it that way. So I'm going to show you. Remember to like this video because I'm about to show you some stuff again. How I do it. We've run out of oval conduit, as you can see. I keep meaning to buy more. I keep forgetting to buy more, so we haven't got any. All-round band. We managed to buy some stuff. Jeez, it's a thick boy this is. Adam can't even bend that, bless him. I had to put a box in there because we want the boiler feed going out to the lean-to, but I needed something to cover the zones up, so I'll put a sticker in there saying boiler cable above and below. So, bolt crappers, all-round band. So what I've been doing is snipping it nice and close, like that. And on top of it, take the edge off. So we've got what is essentially that. And then in the corners here, we're doing a little drill hole to the left-hand side. And that's then cupping them in place. Obviously the chasers are really nice and deep. Same thing with the lighting circuit at the wall lights here. It's a necessary thing. It's complete within regulations. It doesn't need capping. We just like to use it. Couldn't get any. End of story. Same thing here. Socket is directly below the light switch, so the cables for the socket are passed underneath this. We CT bond it one side, it's got a screw on the other side. It's nice and flush. Happy days. But our issue was a lot of this was bringing cables up because we've got these beams here. It's created it created a bit more work for us, jigging around, making sure we're drilling the right space and not trying to get into the kitchen or other rooms. And yeah, it's not an ordinary house, so we're having to do unordinary things to work around. So a little chip with the all-round band, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You could try and stick a clip in that, but you'd end up just smashing your fingers, which I've done plenty of times. It's nearly 12 o'clock, we need some lunch in a sec. Downstairs is completed, everything's all-round banded, everything's clipped back, everything's flushed, the data points are in, stuff's all going in here, that's where the board's going, the switch is going up there. And that's the point of the video, which is the title. I've been offered a role on TV, and this has happened before, a long time ago. But beforehand, it was meant to be like a DIY SOS thingy, which never sort of came about. But they've scouted me and asked me, and I've sent emails. I've sent 3 emails, so I know they're quite interested. It would be airing sometime in the summer next year. It's based in, I think it's South London where they would film it all. It's a sort of a game show. I was going through it all, I was like, oh, maybe I'm right for the fit. You know, they're after young people. I'm 30, that's not young anymore. You look at Love Island, that's like 18, 19, 20, 25 year olds. So, I'm past it. Anyway, it's a tradesman with high stress jobs or people with high stress jobs that go on dates with other people. They're looking for single people. And I see my back saying, I'm pretty much married with kids. Oh, sorry. Brilliant. All this excitement, Adam. Adam's like, I'll go. I was like, well, you've got another half as well. And you're only 19. I said, they're looking for good looking people anyway. And people with perfect eyebrows. Oh, Adam, that's it. You're on. You were a winner. So, yeah. But I keep getting these type of emails through thinking, this is it. It's my big chance. I'm going to be on something or other. No, dating show. No one's ever heard of. When I'm not single. So, never mind. Anyway, let's get some lunch. Right. Ben and Adam did manage to get the upstairs lights done yesterday. Ben didn't have a mask and I didn't want him to borrow any of ours because that is gross, as people just pointed out before. It's a bit of a... I've just had to move all these bricks onto this piece of wood because all them bricks were left. I tried to explain the dangers of it to some of the labourers on site. That's directly below the staircase, above the staircase. So if this lath and plaster here was to give way, you've got... I'm not even trying to guess, so make myself look stupid. A lot of bricks. There's 30 off bricks there falling on your head. It isn't going to tickle, let's be completely honest. I've had the job going up in here today. Me and Adam rock, paper, scissors. I lost again, so I'm up here. He's down there feeding stuff. We're just looping stuff up for now because it's lath and plaster, and they're gonna come and move these bricks at some point. So I don't want to be putting too much stuff in the way for them to get snagged and broken. And then I've got to go and take a little jolly trip on my favourite rocket ship over here. That's all the old cables. You can see where the ceilings fell down there, and then over to the next one. But there's 4 spots that we're putting in the hallway here, 2 where the loft hatch is, 2 in the hall, and 4 in the bathroom, the mirror feed, and a fan at some point, and just a pendant in the bedrooms. And then I can give you a whiz round because I think we'd be done. I think that's it for first fix. It's dragged. Every time I speak to you guys on the weekly videos, oh, it's the last day we're here. It's never the last day. There's always something else to do. Something always changes, but that's fine with us because we get paid more. So, I could film up here, show you what to do, but I'm not going to. I think you can all agree it probably wouldn't be very safe, and it'd be terrible footage of my arse climbing through bricks covered in dust with my arse crack hanging out, probably. I mean, 99% of people don't want to see that. I know there's a select few. I mean, if we've got Adam up, 99% of people would want to see that. Adam, fancy getting up here?
What now?
Yeah, just so people can stare at you as you climb through the loft.
Depends how much to pay me.
I'm not paying you any more.
I'll pass it.
Yeah, it's fair enough. Okay. Smashed it, did it. It's nearly 4 o'clock. Brightened up, it's the brightest it's been all day. Look at this. Did a little shorty the other day. Painter's van, broken into on site. Anyway, what we're going to run through is the door there. I always let Adam see exactly how much each job is worth, how much I'm making, how much materials cost, everything, all on here. I think it's the only way the apprentices will learn. They might get a bit annoyed with it and go, oh, you only pay me £70 a day, £80 a day, £90 a day, £10 a day, whatever. But it's good for learning curve, isn't it? I always tell you the prices of everything. And I'm not just saying it for camera, I do. Adam's walking around with this. So I thought it'd be interesting to run through the costings of this cottage. Not the big house, but the cottage. Obviously, the house is more. So it's my Tradify stuff. I always just try and, if I'm doing bigger jobs, I like to print it off, put in a little sleeve, label it up what's what. So as we're running around, if I don't have my iPad on me, or I don't want my iPad on me, we can just cross each room off once it's done. I think it's just a good little tip. But I think for Adam to know the price of stuff, he will learn what stuff is worth, how long stuff should take for certain jobs and whatnot. So, yeah.
Also, it'll be good to fund your foreigners on the weekend. Just put a little bit less, and then I'll get the jobs.
He's learning. I'm not even annoyed. The cottage, including that, was just shy of £7 grand. So, yeah. That was it was an expensive one, but you can tell why it was an expensive one, because of the floors, because of the loft, because of the time it's taken to do everything, because the brick is harder. There's no room for us to run cables above ceilings because of that. So that's the cost of that one. It's more expensive than the rewires we've done, but there's a lot more involved in this one. It is Wednesday morning, ladies and gentlemen. And the unit again. Just checking I have my microphone on. Just waiting for Adam to turn up. It's 1 minute past 8 o'clock in the morning. Adam said he'll be here for 8. That's it, he's sacked, he's gone forever. Ben, you're on board, taking Adam's place, have all this stuff. We're over at Ben's house again. He's not there today. I think he's at college. I'm not sure. I can't remember much anymore. So you know, hit like, I would say 20, memory gone. Maybe it's all the kicks to the head playing rugby. We never know. We're at Ben's house for a little bit. We've got some armour cabling to do outside because that really nice summer house that you saw. That's what I'm doing here. Really nice summer house that was built. The armour cable was put in, but it's 4mm 3-core, which is sound, no problem at all. Put down, sorry. And it was brought to the wrong side of the summer house, so we're going to have to extend that with a whisker box, 3-box, across into the board. I'm going to wire it into the board this side. Right, we're here. Adam told me, because I'm using the new GoPro, but I've not really changed any settings, I'm actually filming it in 5.3K. What a waste of SD. We're going to go with the Starrett stuff. It's not a sponsored video. I need to do that another time, but we're fitting a mini PAR sunk in the ceiling for the whiskey room, which is called. It's 8-metre range. I'll show you that in a second. I'm just going to grab some stuff out. And then Ben is here, but we've just driven past him on a driving lesson. So he'll be here in a little bit, and we'll get him to make off his first armour cable. This is the mini PAR. It's an Knightsbridge one we just picked up, like that. We're gonna have to double over. Oh, come on. So it's just neutral, live in, switch live out. So we'll double up the neutrals and we'll do the earths just linked out with a Wega or Ideal. Got 2 light switches left to do. I'm gonna raise this up properly, snip this. This room is then done. The customer, Ben's dad, we're going to show Benwin a little bit how to change the bulbs in these because they're going to buy the Philips Hue ones for the downlights. I mentioned it last time. They're expensive to buy. Like Greg said, you can set the mood of the room when you come in on your phone, bang, all dim it down. We can change the colours, so that look quite nice. And it's something Ben can do at home. Just only change your bulbs over and just adding a little bit more knowledge to his arsenal. Right, I've just cut the I think it's 32 mil hole. I'm not quite sure. In there, so what we'll end up doing, let me just, this is the whiskey room. As you can tell why it's called the whiskey room. So what we need to do, Adam's got an offcut of 1 mil because we've got all the neutrals at the supply, at the switches, which allows us just to have 1 cable. So I need to fish from here, this cable across, link that cable there, back across to the fitting, and then we'll link through the neutrals, link through the earths, CPCs, whatever you want to call it, and go from there. But I think that's tacked on. I might have to get a rod and see if we can hook it over. Just hope there's enough room. Ideally, it would have been much cleverer for me to do the whole there. Where's Ben and Adam when you need them? I've got them in my pocket. Okay. What I meant to say to everyone is what we're going to do is run a 3-core from here across. We can link through the life, the neutral and the earth. We can link that through into the light fitting, but then we've got a switch return. We've got a switch light, haven't we? Because it's 3-core. So that's... How about you're blind? Honestly, I promise you I know what I'm doing. So we'll do this 3-core and that will help us in this situation that Adam created. Man, you need to have a word with yourself, I think. Oh my God. Right, so this is what I mean. 3-core. There. I'm going to position that way. They're pretty much in line. Make sure we keep the grey insulation within the enclosure. I'm happy for the earth to poke out. We'll put a block on the end. Snip that down. Neutral will be our grey. Live, permanent live will be our brown. And then our black, and I'll sleeve that up. And then our switch return will be our brown. Let's try again. That goes in there. Pop that over there. Oh, beautiful. Adam, that's beautiful. Right, then our settings on here. Lux is obviously the amount of light in the room. Do you want it to measure you when you come in if it's light or it's dark, all that sort of stuff. And then the time it'll stay on for. For this, where's my little screwdriver? A lovely pair of steps on me today. Ooh, the step moves. Right, now we've got all that all done. We've got to poke that up through there. Could probably do with making the hole a little bit bigger. 2 seconds. Sod's law in it, when you push it, someone's filled that bit. Anyway, give yourself a bit of a bend, if you haven't got a bend already, excuse me. Right, the bit where someone filled in the past fell out. So, worst case scenario, I can shift the light fin over a bit. We're in, we're up, we're going, see you later. Just remember that black was permanent and brown was switch and blue was our neutral. So it's going to be very important in a minute. Oh, I love doing things one-handed. See ya. Same thing with here. So that's our permanent. So we want that brown to red. We want black to grey. And on top of it, the return here, which was going to be our brown. Start again. Adam's behind me because I've done this take 2 now because I kept waffling. That's our permanent really. So when the switch is on, that's going to be permanent. So that needs to go to our black, which is sleeved up brown. Our brown in here will be our switch live to the light fit in. And then our black here will be linked up with our grey, which is our neutral. And then there'll be a link from that as well into the light fit in. The good thing I like about certain light fittings as well. So the light fitting has a little plug on it. You wire stuff into it, put it in there, and you just plug it in. Bada bing, bada boom. I'll get this on and I'll show you. So that now is all contained. We don't want any single insulation up here in the heart and in the dark hole because it's not to regulations. It has to be within the fitting, within the enclosure. I'll get this up now. Hope it fits. if this is a bit more visible. It's been decorated. I can stick some filler in it like I have in there, or I can just move this bracket over a bit, see if we can cover it up, but there'll be a bit of pain to do. So, hi Ben, not Dan. Lights up. Can't really show you the sensor working because I set it to 5 minutes and it's just only been 30 seconds. That's up, tiny little sensor. And my phone's ringing again. Right, I'm just jumping in here, guys. I'm editing. It's a Sunday. My office is a mess. I've got my lad behind me, hardwired his computer in with PlayStation because his internet doesn't work from his room. She's now there. I gave Adam and Ben the GoPro to record themselves to do the armor cable. There was 34 minutes worth of footage. Say hi.
Hi.
And there's loads of good stuff in it. And if I put it into this weekly video, it's going to be over an hour long, which no one's going to watch. Put in a little separate video, and I'll tell you as and when that's out. But they did great, really enjoyed it. But I'll jump back now to the EICR we did in the later on in the day. Right, it's EICR time. We're all finished at Ben's house for the time being till we do the board change. Ben is with us doing his very first EICR. And have you guys ever seen a fuse board called Curve? Look at that. I mean, I wouldn't fit one, but... So we're going through all of this. Deliciousness. Ben is learning the basic understanding. Oh, I was going to teach him the basic understanding of EICRs. Adam's gone absolutely in the deep end. Right, we're doing this, IR this, up there somewhere. So I've had the job of doing all the iPad, the schedule, counting the points. There's 2 dBs here, there. They've had garage conversions, garden lighting, like there's loads of stuff. Annoyingly, it was for a friend, and I went, oh, that's fine, I'll do it for 150 quid. This was a proper EICR. We're probably looking 300 odd quid with the amount of circuits there are, but Nick loses that again. But it is one of them. It is. They need it. They sold their house, so they need it doing. And I thought it'd be a good little opportunity to teach Ben, to be honest. He's doing really well. I'm not even getting involved. Adam's talking constantly to him. Oh, here we go. Corporate's in there. Yeah, I see you. But yeah, it's really nice. Again, can't praise Adam enough for what he's doing. And I think I've come to the assumption where I became a better electrician when I started teaching Adam the correct way to do everything. And we're all guilty for it. We'll get stuck in our own way. We start doing shortcuts, as in not cutting the trunking properly, or occasionally throwing stuff across in the loft rather than clipping it. But by showing Adam, it's reminding me of the good practices, and it's the same thing with him. Just thought I'd sit down. I've, for the first time in a very long time, I'm a spare part. Not needed. So do you want me to fill the iPad in for you? Don't stand. No, it's right. Just go see the iPad. Okay. I'm just going to sit here. This is weird. Is this what it's like employing people to do stuff for you? I don't like it. I mean, I do. For me, I do like it if the signal. There's no signal here. So I've done what I could do. I had fronts off. I've filled my little iPad in. The hard work has got. Let me know, guys. This is what it's like being a boss. I like my job too much to not do it. That's the problem. In a few years' time, when Adam leaves, maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. Let's say if Ben stays with us, I won't be doing much, will I? I'll be in the unit playing with me ingots. That's not even a euphemism. I would actually play with ingots. Euphemism? Yeah, that's the right word. Oh, God, it's a good day. Write that down, someone. It's Thursday morning, and unfortunately, we haven't got Adam with us today. This is the first time ever in nearly 3 years he's called in sick, and he was still trying to come in, bless him. He texted me, I think it was 1:30. I woke up this morning, so I texted 1:30 saying, mate, I've just been sick. I'm not sure I'll come in the morning, I'll let you know how I feel. So I woke up about 6:30, saw that, and just texted straight away, mate, saying, don't worry about it. Like, if you're ill, you're ill. It's fine. I'm only starting to rewire today by myself, you know. I don't want you to feel bad or guilty whatsoever, but, you know, it's fine. And, yeah, he rang me in the morning. He said, I'm feeling a bit better, mate. Just take the day. Take the day. You're not getting paid. I probably won't pay for the week now because you really annoyed me. But, so I'm here by myself, which is fine. It might have something to do with he's booked the day off tomorrow and he wants to do stuff over 2 days. Or that Warzone came out last night, Adam, Warzone 2.0. Could have been playing that till after 1 in the morning. Oh, I'm shattered. Oh, fancy plan this tomorrow. I'm going to text Nick right now and pretend, but I'm joking. I 100% believe Adam, and I'll see you next week, Adam. That's what I'll do. I'm starting to rewire today by myself, but it's a staged rewire. So a staged rewire in the sense of I can't turn any of the power off until the exchangeover day, which in theory normally would be at the end of the week. This is a Thursday today and I'm starting to rewire. Doesn't really make sense. Normally start on a Monday, smash it out, Friday, your jobs are good. But it's lath and plaster everywhere. The customer's been a gem and took plaster off of all the walls he can. The ceiling's been dropped, got rid of, all lath and plaster. It's a big skip outside. He has worked his socks off. Fair play to him. He wanted to drop the ceiling that side, but didn't have time. Obviously, lath and plaster. Drop a plasterboard ceiling makes a bit of a mess, but it doesn't take too long. Lath and plaster is horrendous, and I would never ever wish anyone upon like my worst enemy to go, oh, can you just strip all this off for me? Because not only do you have to take one piece of wood out, all the mortar that sits in between it, and then every single one's got horrible big nails. I don't really have heads, so they're very difficult to pull out. So, well done you, sir. I am going to start doing this by myself, obviously. 35mm back boxes, and I'm going to run it in FlexiCon. Oh, some of you may be saying, Nick, Corey's done that. You just copied his video, and you're being correct. Slightly, maybe not, but I have said for years I want to do it in FlexiCon drops. I've said it years ago. Go back in videos. I challenge someone to go back and find all the videos I said it in. It's lots. But I'm not going to do full rewiring it. I'm just going to do my drops. Instead of over conduit, when we put a socket on, we'll gland it, we'll over conduit it down, leave it there for the next guy. But because it's 35mm, I'm going to sink it in a bit. I'm doing a standalone video on this. As you can imagine, I'm going to try and get as much in detail and in depth as possible. So, I'll jump back in a little bit, let you know how bad my back is from literally carrying. Am I carrying myself because it's my own job and it's my... Yeah, it's in a bit. It's 4 o'clock. I'm knackered. Absolutely knackered. Shouldn't really... Oh, you can see what I've been doing behind me. Wait till the main video. Oh, what a day. Adam, Ben, come back. Ben's just passed his theory. He's just texted me. He said, well done, Benjamin. Not Dan. And I'm just going to pack a bit more of this up. But we are back here on Monday. It's Friday tomorrow. And Adam is already, like I said earlier, Adam booked the day off. I've got to just change some RCBOs over in a friend's fuse board. Whether or not I get footage or not, it's a different story. And then I've got to make some shorts. And I've got to do some sponsor stuff later on in the afternoon in the unit with the hole saws that you saw already in the week. Yeah, that's all I've got for you. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. So it should have been Friday morning. Adam wasn't with me, like I said. I ended up getting a migraine about 11:30. I sort of went blind in one eye, and I thought I'll record stuff in the afternoon. Ended up going back home, went to bed, fell asleep. That happened. So you haven't got any stuff on there. But we've got loads more interesting stuff happening again the following week. So make sure you're subscribed. See you then.